We'll also shift focus to what's happening as far as the India-US trade deal is concerned. Remember, there was some enthusiasm on the markets also on the back of that, with India securing lower tariffs under the India-US trade deal. The country is definitely set to gain a significant edge over regional peers like Bangladesh. And this is as per SBI Research, which has now flagged how this could reshape the textile exports, manufacturing and supply chains going forward. My colleague Aishwarya Patil has also got the full breakdown of what this means for India's trade prospects and the potential winners and losers as well. Aishwarya, first up, of course, there was big news coming in the first week of February itself, when we got to hear that, yes, India and US are in the stages of the primary deal. Bringing down the tariffs from 50% to 18% was also good, because it also brought us down to an advantageous role vis-a-vis the other countries. But then came the news that Bangladesh has managed to secure some zero duty access for some of its exports to the US, and thereafter we saw a sharp fall across textile stocks in India. What's the current stance that you do see here?
Well, the India-US trade deal has, of course, been in the midst of a storm, both inside and outside the parliament. But let's look at this SBI report, and I'll tell you some key findings from it. What it says is that the trade surplus after this interim trade deal is sealed between India and the US, it will cross about $90 billion annually. As far as this increase in exports is concerned, it will be driven by the top 15 items. It includes gems and jewelry, leather and leather goods, textile, chemicals, seafood, and engineering exports. So these are the top 5, and that will take our exports to about $97 billion or so. It could even go all the way, the surplus could even go all the way up to $100 billion is what this SBI report says, if we include and take into account the other items as well, apart from these 15 products that I just items that I just mentioned. The decline in tariffs is a golden opportunity, is what this SBI report is saying, amidst so much criticism and flack that the US-India trade deal has got. As far as imports is concerned, they say there will be a structured rise, because as far as imports into India is concerned, we've of course committed $500 billion for the next 5 years, and also promised some zero or almost negligible or maybe reducing tariffs on certain products that we import from the US. So that's on the import and export part. Now remember, back in FY25 and 26, our surplus was about $40 billion and $26 billion respectively, and that will rise to about $90 billion or so, is what we are gathering from this report as we speak. Now, as far as the US-Bangladesh deal is concerned, and the allegations that we don't have parity as far as competitive landscape is concerned with Bangladesh, what Piyush Goyal, Commerce Minister, has clarified is that this only applies and is related to the yarn and cotton products, if at all we buy or get cotton from the US. So any product that is made from US cotton in terms of textile, that will attract zero tariff. So that's the clarification coming in from Piyush Goyal, and this also applies to Indian textile products as far as the US-India trade deal is concerned. So that's the clarification there.
Thanks a lot, Aishwarya, for getting us all of those details. Devash, coming to you, how do you find out, when it comes to the US-India trade deal, the kind of concerns that we initially had when it came to the Bangladesh exports also getting a better deal of zero tariffs to some of the products there? Our textile stocks also reacted, but there's a clarification that Piyush Goyal, our Commerce Minister, has given, that it's not pan products, but it is limited to a certain products, and that Bangladesh stands to benefit only when they import certain products, or the cotton that is originally made in the US is when they will have to pay zero hike. How would you really read this with respect to the textile stocks back home?
So the trade deal, the US lowering the reciprocal tariffs, has unlocked the opportunity. See, US imports about 118 billion worth of textile every year, and India, along with the Bangladesh and others, are a significant player. So this reduction in duty is most welcome for the sector, which was really struggling and reeling under the duties. Now, the recent deal with the Bangladesh, as the minister pointed out, it is only when they import the US material, and that clause is also open for Indian players as well. The worry is that the Bangladesh has a very low wage, and especially in the apparel sector, and that's where they export about 80% of their production. So yes, it is a worry, but I think Indian players across the years have learned to compete with Bangladesh players. So I don't think that will be a big challenge. The deals which export orders which our players will get through because of this deal will help them revive the business.
If you like the video, do like, comment, share and subscribe.